This title is actually pretty perfect for a lot of things that have been going on, but we're just going to keep it simple. If you can't see, I can't help you. And if I don't know who you are, I'm not going to respond to you. And that's where I'm at. Um, I respond to my regular folks on here. And sometimes I don't mind responding to newbies, and then I find that, like, are you for real? Like, I asked me, like, are you for real? So the title's deep. Like it's a vast spectrum, but we're just gonna keep it focused on this. These are maps from Edgar Casey's map. Your government knows about this. No matter what country you live in, your government is very aware of it. Allegedly. It's all alleged. So I ended up just silencing the person. So I put this article. All right, so here's my community page. Let's just start here. This is my channel. This is my community page. So when you click on my community page, you see this map, you see this map, you see this map. Oh, and you see this map, right? Then you see this map. Oh my God, look at that map, right? Hold on, there's more. And then you see this map, right? We see this map. Oh, and then we see this map. And then, oh my God, then we see this map, right? We're seeing this map. Your government knows about it. Your armies, navies, and all as such know about it as well. There's a map. As you're scrolling on my community page, right? Doo-doo-doo. Oh, there's another map. Look at that. There's another map. Right? There's another one. Look at that. Look at that. That's Africa. Yeah, that's Africa. Then, oh, we come on this. Ta-da! And I'm like, reading this comment, like, is this person for real? Like, I say that, like, respectfully. Like, are you for real? I even post a whole article that was in Forbes magazine back in 2017. And there's another map. Look at that. Another map of the United States. Right? Don't waste my time. My time is precious. This is from the fire in the sky from Abby 777. These are entities. I want to show this definitely. This one especially. I mean, come on now. The Vatican opened up the portals, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it did. And there's stuff coming through the fire, because fire brings life. Okay? Now back to this. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Go to my community section. There's my channel. Hello, everybody. There's my community section. Click on community tab. If you're commenting, you have to scroll by all of this, right? To get to this stage right here where the article is in the picture of the United States, which is Edgar Case's map, which the Navy uses. Okay? I'm all of a sudden these comments are popping up. I don't know if you're like a spam channel or whatever, but after a while, I just block you. I don't. You're asking me questions that make no sense to me. I can't help you see something you're not willing to see. That's not always easy for one to come to terms with that, depending on the situation. Sometimes it's very easy. I just can't help you see something that you have literally scrolled by and have the answers for, and yet you keep commenting and commenting and commenting. That's just odd to me. So I really wonder who you are. So I just block you. You know, it just is what I don't have time for it. I cannot guide you to something that you scrolled by already. Hello, honey. That you scrolled by already. You had to scroll by. You had to go into my community. So you took the time to go into my community. And there's 4 of these different maps of different parts of the world that the navies use. They're aware. Your governments are aware of it. Okay? And you have to scroll by this picture. We're going to do this again. We're going to keep it really basic for some out there. You have to scroll by that, right? I mean, you can see it when you click on it better than it's showing up over here. That's, I think, China. I mean, Japan's gone somewhere in here. That's India. I can't read what that is right now. Anyway, I mean, you can click it on and it shows. I took all these screenshots. I take a lot of time posting what I post. So don't waste my time, is what I'm saying. Oh, and there's Australia. What do you know? There's Australia right there. Then you have this continent over here and this island down here. We have New Zealand, right? Okay. Oh, look at that. And then we have all this over here that tells you each individual state, country that most likely could disappear to these events that are taking place. You have to scroll by all this. Here's Argentina. I believe this one had Japan on it. Anyway, when you click on it, you can see it a lot clearer than I'm showing. And then you have this one here. Look at that. Then you have this picture here, right? Shows you the outline of how much we'll lose for the landmass. It's really basic. And then we got this more. I like screenshot, and this was land. This is Africa. This was land right here. Oh, and that was land as well, all in here. This is Africa, right? Okay. And then you had to. This is for somebody who, I'm like, is this person like a spam or for real? I'm not. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm only gonna respond to my folk who are regulars here. If you can't figure out as you scroll past every single picture of, basically you can tell it's connected to this article here that was written in 2017. These maps were done in the 80s. This is the United States. Okay. This is what's good, the events that the Navy knows about with the water and everything. What we're going to have here, the landmass shift. Okay. It's not exact or 100 or guaranteed, but it's pretty close. And then you're commenting about other countries that you had to scroll by to get to this particular picture to comment to me. Oh, man, that's why I'm like, is this person like a spam? You know, because I got spies on here. My people know. My people know. My folk know the spies that are on here. Because I'm close to my people, like Mindy. I communicate with Mindy. She's commenting right now. Like Miss Ferris. There's a few, and a couple others. It's not many. Few of us are pretty tight-knit in here. They've been with me a minute. They've been with me a while. And some of them have been with me since the beginning. So when I see new people coming over here, first of all, just going to give you a heads up. I always click on and see how long you've had your channel. If you really have true video content, I usually don't engage with any kind of gaming crap because it says everything to me. And you're out of luck if you've had a channel under 3 years. If I don't know you're a real person. And I know you spy on my channel, SGP. A few of you, I know. Anyway, so I'm reading this person's comment and I'm like, for real? Like, are you for real? I'm reading this and I just ended up so what I do is you had to you had to go through the article. Again, we're going to make it real basic. You had to bypass all these maps from Edgar Cayce. These are Edgar Cayce's maps. And look at that Matrix Institute. Matrix. Tells you who it is. But these are Edgar Cayce's predictions back in the 80s, maybe even before that. And these were published in the 80s. And yes, the United States Navy uses these. So you had to scroll by all these countries. Like I said, I even put 4 of them in here on the first one. And then I did individuals because it was just such big pictures and it's a lot to take in. So don't waste my time. I find it actually kind of find it humorous. Just a heads up, I'm not communicating with you anymore, except for with my folk. I'm a very kind person. Most people I will communicate with, but when I find you're doing stuff like that, no, goodbye. Goodbye, don't have time for you. Mm-mm. So, and look at this was the fire that I showed earlier in the video from Mavi 777. Look at the entity. Look at the stuff that the Vatican is bringing in here. Yeah, right. The Matrix says it all. Right? Like, it's everything's right in front of our face. It's just there. But look at this entity. Right? And then, hold on, let me, that entity, I just flipped it, but I flipped these 2 pictures and then you can see the entity in that's a big face. Personally, I mean, I see an entity right here, but I see those as like some nostrils, like it's huge, right? But this one was the kicker. This one right here, hold on. Come on, scroll up. This one, look at that. Yeah, the Vatican's letting in some serious stuff here. Oh yeah, we are in a supernatural battle. We are in the battle. We are in it. And then to ask me, or state, not ask me, but state, like, oh, if we knew, well, only divine creator knows. Well, our government knows too. But ultimately, the divine creator knows the exact time, date, minute, and second that's all going to take place. But that's a pretty big heads up to give you a guide of if you want to get out of Dodge, that's those use those maps. So don't come on my channel and try to insult my intelligence, like, because it's just not going to go over well for you, and I'll just block you. And I'm not saying that to be mean, and I just think that was such. I'm not, and I'm gonna read it. Hold on, for my folk, I'm gonna just cue you in here. Hold on, let me pull this up. Do I have it? Yep. This map only showing North America. I wanted to see the other continents. From this gaming, I don't usually correspond with gaming stuff. I scrolled by all the continents to comment on the that was of North America, Babylon, with the full article on it. So like I'm like, are you playing with me or something? Like you gotta, like I don't got time for you. But I answered, and then after a while I'm like, whatever. Then the people in California, Louisiana, they should, but not everybody can do that. And you know what? Here's the big part, and this is the person's channel. I checked the channel. You seem to have real video. I don't really know, but I just you muted. That's all I say. I just muted you. If you can't figure out that you scrolled by all that to get to the one you commented on, then and then to say, when is all this happening? Like, are you paying attention? You're not paying attention if you don't understand when is all this. It's happening now. Like, we're in it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in it. It's happening. The Ring of Fire is activated. My people know. People on my channel, they're very aware. So it's just weird to me. Sometimes I have to just be real with you. It's so weird to me sometimes, some of these comments. It's like, I don't know. If you can't see, I can't help you see. I just, it is what it is. Hold on. Let me see. If there's any more pictures I wanted to share while I'm here. While I'm doing this, let's just make this useful and fun. And okay, so then these are all the maps. Boo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's going to be another big shift, and it's happening. I don't believe it'll happen all at the same time, but no, I feel it's been clearly a slow evolving, for those who are paying attention. with the storms, Italy flooding, tilting. We're tilted, however that works. But these were all the pictures, and it was in Forbes magazine in 2017. It was a big article. I even showed the article. So yeah, I don't have time, but I thought I just like I got a kick out of it, so I wanted to do a video on it. And then these were some. This is supposed to be what documents the sun. You can see this thing right here. Look at the light go around it. That thing's massive. Like, yo. Right? And then we had this beam here. This is what I thought was cool. So here we have this coming in. This is coming toward the light. And I'm noticing like all the stuff coming through, going by. That's a little UFO right there. And yes, here on this channel, we look at the shadows too. We look at all angles of things. So as this is coming closer, this is responding. So this is spouting out. This spouted out here. And as it got closer, more was, look at this piece right here. That came out. As this is coming closer in the video, this was coming out. So that is what is the phantom, excuse me, what I call the phantom matrix or the phantom worlds. You know, they're phantom as well. That's why they can roll in our world. They roll right through us. That's why I say this stuff is rolling right through that. I've been saying this for years. Look at this. It's rolling right through us because it's a phantom. It's there, but it's a different frequency, vibration. It's plasma, and it literally rolls through us. This, I believe, and I say this because I feel I've captured this piece off the coast of Florida. One of these discs that measures this stuff. It's not as far away as they want you to think it is. But I noticed as this was getting closer, I was watching all this stuff come out. People, I mean, and I get it. They have us believing it would be rock. Maybe it would be, but like, it's not. It's a different, look at that. There's a cube. You can kind of see the straight edge there, the 90-degree angle with the cube, very Borg-like. As this came closer, I was figuring out, oh, okay, because I used to think, well, if we're a rock and that's a rock, oh boy, but we're in a different vibration and density. My folk know that. This is in a different vibration and density. That's how it can get so close to us. Clearly, it causes disturbances and stuff, but this stuff rolls right through us. And I've shown that so many times. Florida? Oh, well, on a side note, I wouldn't move to Florida. But you know what? Here's the thing about all that. Creator God of all that is, the universal love divine force, has us. No matter what happens, this is all temporary. This is an experience. This is all temporary. And really no fear. When it's our time, it's our time. I mean, I don't know, any of you, like, do you remember the first time you realized that we had an expiration date? You know, I do. I remember that. It was mortifying. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we die? You know, but we don't. You know that. We transition into another energy. For whatever reason, in this realm, we only have a span of what we call clearly time. We don't know when it's up. You know, that's divine creator. We know before we come here. I know that. I do know that. Before we come here, we know how long we have here. That's why I make each day count, you know, and love each other instead of hate each other. And a lot of people can't grasp that. They're so narcissistic. They just can't look at that, though. They just can't grasp that. You know, they're just so, they just think that they are immortal. Like, no. I mean, our soul is immortal, but this, no, this could be, we could only be born, we could just be born and that's it. Like, and even that, like I was learning like a long time ago, you know, like when moms give birth, and I say this very lovingly and delicately, like it's hard to understand, and it's hard to understand, and I get that. Like, even like some of the things I experience, it hurts my soul so deep. Um, when if say you give birth and the child is only here for so long, that means that the child did its job on your path. It fulfilled its destiny, right? We're here to fulfill our destiny here, whatever that is. And I don't make light of that. That it's horrible. You can grieve a child even when they're alive in this world. That's even more painful. Um, they fulfill their destiny, and that's the reality of it. We come in to have our own experience. We come in for our parents, um, to fulfill a destiny with them, to fulfill contracts with them, and then move on, you know? So we don't know our expiration date here because we are not, this world, we're not mortal. We came here just to experience this. We've been stuck here a really long time, and there's going to be no more of this. Earth will, this is it for the way this realm is. This is it. Um, so our souls are immortal, but clearly our bodies are not. So when I remember finding that out, like that was like I was petrified for a long time. I was very, very petrified. Like, what do you mean? Well, why would we come? Why would we come here if we don't even know when we leave? And why is it such a short span of time? We could be here a year, 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. And why don't we know? We know our birth date. Why don't we know our expiration date? I don't know if I'd want to know my expiration date, honestly, but it's I don't know. It freaked me out when I don't know. I think it freaks a lot of people out, right? That he does remember. That's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. You'll have to share, I hope, anyway. Hi, Miss Ferris. And I just remember when I first found, I was a kid, and it's scary. Like, what do you mean? And this place hurts, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This whole like map thing is just to show you the changes that's been predicted. And yeah, the United States Navy, probably all navies use it. They're aware. Like I said, we're the best kept secret from ourselves. But God, God, creator God of all that is, has us. Our oversoul has us. The angels have us. Our ancestors have us. Like, whenever it's time, it's time. This is just an experience, a temporary experience. And I'm not making light of it because some experiences are horrific and horrible. And you're like, because it gets hijacked. It's deep. I do believe that. I don't not believe it. I know it. Things can get hijacked here. Um, Getting really bad relationships, so on and so forth. You know how that works. It can get hijacked. Um, so there's just no fear with people should get out of Louisiana. Yeah, they should. But you know what? People enjoy their everyday life there. It's a day at a time. We only have now, we're in a memory bank. We're in some weird memory bank because we really only have now. We're not promised 2 minutes from now, and yesterday is gone. So always, it's so weird how this place is. Like we as humanity reflect a lot on the past, right? So we're definitely in a memory bank, and it's like dialing in to constantly stay in the power of now, so the past doesn't yank you back, right, and get all tangled up into shit that doesn't matter. It's not, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, but like hopefully you learn from the past so that you can apply it to the power of now. Um, that I think that's a big deal. Most don't get. They live in the past. I don't live in the past, and I don't correlate my or associate myself with people who are constantly living in the past. I believe in healing things from the past, but like, you know what? I don't live in 1984 no more. I'm right here, right now. I learned in 1984, right here, right now, and I do, we apply that for the power of now. So like, there's no fear here. There's no fear. All this scripture stuff that's written in the 3 days of darkness and all, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. This is where you got to know your own soul and have your own connection, whatever, however that works for you. Like you all know, I'm not into the organized religion. I do believe in creator God of all that is. I've shared my story about, crossing over into the heavenly realm. So it's very real. And it's love and beautiful and safe and amazing. And it's like, why did we come here? Because it's so opposite. But we came here for lots of different reasons that you all know. I've gone over this. I'm not going to go over it right now, but we just have the power of now. And to be the best version of yourself, hopefully not harm anybody, and for you who are out there in a really toxic relationship, really start asking yourself some serious questions of why. Do you think you deserve that? Because you don't. You don't deserve that. And you got to stop asking yourself some tough questions and work with someone who can help you. Like, really, can't do it by yourself. Can't do this stuff by, this is why people like me and others do channels like this. This is why there's people out in the world. This is why there's therapists and counselors and groups and just meeting people and, coffee chats and et cetera, et cetera. Like this, you find it's important to work with others because this world wants you to feel so alone. Um, we're here to work through some stuff, evidently. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I find this world very strange. I don't know why I would come here, to be honest with you. And I love my kids, but I was not thinking. I'm just saying, I was not thinking. If I knew then what I know now, I would never, ever, ever bring children into this place. Ever, 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 ever. And it's not because I don't love my kids, because I do. It's because I love my kids. The lies are thick and deep, and I don't even understand that. And I don't get what's with the lies. Why is everything a freaking secret? But it's not going to be now. So it's been this, clearly you all know, this ever unfolding rows of information coming through. But whatever it's going to be, it's going to be, like, que sera, sera, like whatever's going to be, God's got that. This is where faith kicks in, and faith without works is dead, and it is. We can't control anything. The only thing we can control is how we respond and react to things. But this channel I've been doing this channel for a while now. I'm not trying to be rude, but I've gone over so much, and again, I'm really not trying to be rude. If you can't understand, I can't make you understand. I'm not here to make you understand. I'm just here to share my experience, things I'm learning on my path in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. For me, it's all about the supernatural and paranormal and how it's connected to the 3D world. That's what this channel, and spirituality and enlightenment. That's what this channel is all about. No fear, all soul growth. I'm not here to misinform anybody. Thank you. I'm not here to misinform anybody. I came across this lady, like, and God bless her and everything, but like, and there probably are some out there that are distorting the truth. No one really knows the truth. Let's just be real here. We're trying to figure out the truth. We're trying to figure that out for ourselves. I'm not here to distort a truth. I'm just sharing my soul journey and my experiences here. And I love to show the supernatural, because it's all connected, and it is. We are supernatural. We are. We're in a spiritual battle right now. We have been the whole time. So I don't do the, oh, all these people need to move. Yeah, they should. You know what? And these world leaders know that, and these world leaders should been saying this all along, but they chose to, UFOs didn't exist, remember? And it was all swamp gas, and you didn't really see that, and you didn't really experience that. Remember that? But we have an Area 51, but it doesn't exist. To now it all exists, and now all this disclosure is here. There's no fear. Whatever is going to be is going to be. You could just make yourself crazy and be in worry and fear all the time if you live like that's not a way to live. Yeah, I mean, these governments know, and it's crimes against humanity. Why would you ever build a population up by the ocean knowing that everyone's going to get wiped out because they're trying to do population control? You know? Or maybe they're not. We don't know. It seems like it all points that way. They're aware and they could have moved people, but they don't. Everything is in divine timing. Everything. Like everything. So if, that comment was weird to me. Not weird, but just like that's a lot of fear. Like we don't live in fear over here. Everything is going to go the way it's supposed to go, and we're not meant to live in this form here in this realm forever. We're not. We are so much more than this meat suit, and we are living multi dimensions all at the same time. Remember, past, present, and future is always running at the same time, along with you're involved in so many other dimensions at the same time. Hence, deja vu's, your dream state, or this is a dream state. I believe this is a weird dream state, personally, but that's just my opinion. Um, so we don't do fear over here. So if you don't understand, I can't make you see something that you're not willing to see or capable of seeing, or I'm not trying to force anyone to see anything. You just see what you see. But when you're scrolling by these maps, let's go back to that, and you're asking me, like, don't come on here and try to insult my intelligence. I'm gonna tell you, that's not gonna go over well with me. You're scrolling by all these countries of this map, asking me a question that's really just redundant, with a full-blown article, okay? And you commented on that picture after you went. We're gonna wrap this up. After you comment on this picture, right? After you went by all these other continents asking me these questions, don't come on here trying to insult my intelligence. It's not gonna go over well. Peace be with you, but I'm not gonna waste my time. Oh, I already went over it. It was under your comment, actually. I don't know if you picked up on it on this. I don't even know if it'll show up. You commented too. This was a channel I never seen before on here. But I just silenced them. Here's yours. I don't know if you caught that there was a person underneath you, or not, but I'll wrap it up. I'll show you one more time. I know you weren't on here when I did it. This comment here. Let's see. Right. Asking me, this map only showing North America, after they scrolled through all those other maps and then want to know about the other maps that they just scrolled by, like, bye-bye. Like, I'm like, at first I'm like, is this person playing with me? Like, what? And asking, like, basically saying, I wish we knew when this was happening. Huh? Like, are you not paying attention? It's happened. It has been happening. If you're new here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, the Ring of Fire has activated. So it's happening. California is on fire. No matter what country you live in, every country knows California is on fire. Italy has had floods. Paris has had floods. There's been flooding all over since 2012. So to be asking me these questions is kind of, to me, like, are you playing with me? Let's see. And then saying in California and Louisiana, they should move ASAP. Yeah, they should, but, they can choose to stay there. God's got that. God's got the divine creator God of all that is, the divine universal life force has that. For we are the divine universal life force. So no fear, you know. And then if we can get a year, this is what the first one came, if we can get a year on when this will happen. I'm like, hello, anybody in there? And I'm not saying that to be mean, but like, just because of the levels of things I've already covered, I've scratched my head. I just scratched my head, that's all. And I'm not trying to be mean toward anybody, just, I'm like, huh? I don't know. You know, makes all kinds to make the world go round. So I'll regroup and say, I check out your channel. That's the first thing I do if I've never seen you here. If you have a channel under 3 years, most likely I won't comment to you. Depends if you have real content or not. If you don't have content, I won't comment to you. And because I have, you know, spies that, you know, spy on my channel, then you all know, my people know I've been harassed. I don't got time for you. I just block you. If you just signed up a month ago, bye. I just don't have, no, I don't believe that you're a real person, and I just don't. I feel bad for you if you are a real person, but I usually can tell that. You know, that's why I put in the community, you know, SGP, you know, and I'm very, like, my people know, like, I call out this person all the time. Like, I know you're watching. You just can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. You need to just focus on your own life and your own relationship and don't worry about what I'm doing or the first wife and what she was doing. Get your own life, focus on your own relationship, and you're a weirdo for constantly spying on my YouTube channel. Just saying. This is someone in my, not even in my world, in the, you know, in the 3D spectrum of my scope here. Creepy. So yeah, I do call that out. There's a couple of them I do. Like, when I don't make, my people know I don't make this stuff up. I know when you're watching. I know that you spy. I've done a lot of videos, as you're well aware, SGP. Remember the Don't You Realize Who I Am? Do you remember that? Remember I did that video? I know you do. But that's not what this video is about. So yes, when I get stuff like this, I don't have time. I'm not being mean. I just don't got time. I've done so much coverage of stuff that I've been learning along the way and sharing on the channel and with our tribe here, that I'm not here to go backwards. I'm here to keep going forward. I don't mind those who are truly genuine. Clearly, that's a different situation. I'm just talking about, like, gaming. That right there, ding, 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 red alert for me. You're a gamer. You hack into things. There's more I could tell you all. Like, the hacking in that goes on is levels. This YouTube shit is really dark. Like I've shared, like, when you comment, be careful who you comment, and I still stumble into that crap myself. I'm not exempt. Because they start researching you. You got people on here that can geo-track you. That's creepy to me. That there are channels on here that do that stuff. And then they start harassing and doing whatever weirdo stuff they do. That's real. That really goes on. And that's not over here, though. But just saying, like, that's why, like, a couple of years ago when that channel was bullying me, and I won't use her name, and it was all bullshit, and she cried and was like, beyond this, I don't even talk about the person. Like, it was all for views. It was weird. It was, like, psychotic. It really was, for real, psychotic. That's when I really got a dose of what the levels of YouTube is about. And I almost, like, stopped. Because I was communicating, showing pictures, because you all know I have people send me sky pictures and just supernatural pictures, because I was having a conversation with someone. I guess they knew. I don't know, and I don't care. And because they geo-track stuff. I'm not kidding you. There's another one on here that geo-tracks stuff too. Um, the HP channel. He's got a lot of gamers on his stuff too, and the gamers, they hack into your stuff. It's super screwed up, but they do. So there's levels on here that I'm over here in my little zone with my little tribe. That's why I'm grateful. I am not a big channel. I cannot say that enough how grateful I am. I'm grateful for the subscribers I have and you guys who come on, you ladies that come on here and gentlemen. Um, that I'm good. That's good for me. I don't need thousands of views and I no. Mm-mm. I'm good. I'm grateful. I'm a humble little channel over here in our little corner of this strange world we live in, just showing the strange phenomena that go on here. And we're very spiritual and we're very awake and paying attention to what's going on. And we're not all knowing. We're just still trying to figure out. No one has all the answers, but so that's what that was all about. Yes, that's exactly where I was going with that. They are hired to do that. That's exactly my point of that. They're actually hired to do that. They get paid to do that. Some of them have done time. Some of them maybe that's part of their. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to know. And this isn't like pinpointed toward anybody. I've noticed the 5 years I've been on here. Someone told me this like 4 years ago that there's a lot of people here who on here that it's part of their, I don't know if it's true or not, but their probation to do hacking in, which I don't know how that would be part of. I don't know, made no sense to me, but I do know there are agents on here. That's real. You'll know when you start getting a lot of spam that you've been hacked. They hack into your computer, they hack into your emails, they track you. They do. It's sick shit. It's really sick. It's scary. But I just keep it real over here and keep it quiet. That's why and I'm not about ego. That's all ego, narcissistic, all about views. Like, don't, that, I don't know. I don't think that's a reason to, maybe it is a reason to do a YouTube channel, but like, no, that's narcissistic. That's just pure narcissistic. People also buy their, views and subscribers too. You can do that, which is kind of weird to me too, but we just keep vibing high. Exactly. So that's all I wanted to disclose on this live. I'm like, oh my god, who do you think you're talking to? Like, and I don't say that to be rude there, but I always check out the channel. Like I said, if you're a couple of months, sorry, no bueno. Anything under 3 years, I'm sketchy of you. Like, I got my own little format I go through, and I check out every single channel. And yes, I know you in my area of the world. I'm very aware that you watch. Very, 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 very aware that you watch, and very aware that you stalk, and very aware that you comment, and very aware that you've created new channel names to come on here. That's how aware I am. I could keep going, but I'm not. We're at 44 minutes. All right, everybody, have a beautiful night. Be safe. Be safe. There's a lot happening. The supernatural is real. It's very real, and it affects us every day, and there's a lot happening real fast. Just keep the faith, Keep vibing high, know your soul, and protect yourself and armor up. Peace be with you. Yes, we are here to lift each other up. We walk shoulder to shoulder here, and I love it, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you.